NBA Wednesday on ESPN from the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. An early season matchup that has the feel of a playoff game. The Miami Heat, 8-2 to start the season, are here in LA to take on the Clippers. LeBron James, the leading scorer in the NBA. Chris Paul up there in assists, leading the league in steals. That's it. Hi, everybody. Dan Shulman and Hubie Brown, and this is a game to really get excited about.
Yes.
To really mark on your calendar to see where these teams are. And for Miami, 8-2, Wade and James were both out with injuries. They're both back now, and they're putting up big numbers.
Yeah, I like what we see. Between the two of them, 50 points. And they're getting 13 assists, so they're sharing the ball. Getting to the foul line 16 times. But the key is they are 0 for 5 in threes. What's the big deal? Last year they attempted 585 threes, so they're within the offense.
The Clippers, meanwhile, are a work in progress. So many new faces, including, of course, Chris Paul at the point. How do you like them so far?
Well, I like them because they're 5 guys in double figures. Now, who's responsible for that? Chris Paul, distributing the ball. He's getting you 14 points. You can see the 51% shooting, and then also the assists. Now, Blake Griffin is having a great year. He and Love are the only 2 players in the league averaging over 23 points and 10 rebounds. So they have 2 stars and 2 stars at the other end. Great basketball.
Thank you.
I didn't realize, did we put up a thing for LeBron?
Yes.
I didn't see. Okay, let me see.
Mike, thank you. An early season matchup, and inside this building right now with the Staples Center in LA, it has the feel of a playoff game. The Miami Heat are here, led by LeBron James, the leading scorer in the NBA. The Heat are off to an 8-2 start on the season. The LA Clippers, as talked about as any team in the league so far this season, they're a work in progress. They say 4-3 so far on the season. This should be fun tonight.
Great game,
as the Miami Heat are here to take on the LA Clippers. This is a game everybody's been talking about, everybody's been excited about, and we're about to see why. Look at the starting lineups now. Brought to you by 5-Hour Energy. Mario Chalmers, Dwayne Wade has a foot problem, but returned last night at Golden State, scored 34. LeBron James, Chris Bosh, and Joel Anthony up front for the Heat. For the Clippers, a new-look team this year with Chris Paul, Chauncey Billups, and Caron Butler joining holdovers Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan. Hubie, this is going to be fun.
It is, and you just love it. In this building, the Clippers get off to a rocking start. They run, they jump, they jam, they rebound, they block shots. The main thing is can they consistently stay at that pace for 48 minutes against a quality team?
Both teams playing in the back half of a back-to-back. The Clippers lost in Portland last night. Miami blew a 17-point second-half lead at Golden State and lost in overtime. We'll see how that impacts the teams, although this year, back-to-back, well, big deal. Teams are playing back-to-back-to-back, so this is just the second of 2 consecutive nights. We'll see how the energy level is for these 2 teams.
I'll give a lot of credit to Miami right now on the road. Come on, they're a 5-1, which is an excellent road record.
We are underway with the Clippers getting the first possession of the night. All of a sudden, this team getting so much attention. Tickets are up, attendance is up. Everybody's so excited about this team, but as Chris Paul and Blake Griffin both told us, none of that matters once they throw the ball up in the air.
Well, the Clippers got 5 guys in double figures. Chris Paul doing a magnificent job along with Chauncey Billups in distributing the basketball.
Mario Chalmers open for a 3.
Chalmers is having a terrific season. He and Norris Cole at the point guard position, 21 points and 8 assists. Staggering stats.
Cole, a rookie out of Cleveland State. We'll see him a little bit later on. Griffin trying to drive on Chris Bosh and is fouled by Bosh. Boy, we've got some good matchups tonight. Griffin and Bosh, LeBron James and Caron Butler.
I think when you look at right now, when you look at the Clippers, you know that you have to stop Griffin. He's going to get his catches, and he's going to get the basketball out on the break as well.
Here he gets it out on the perimeter and shows a soft touch on the mid-range jumper.
Well, you know, when you think about this league, there are over 420 guys. He and Love are the only two players averaging over 23 points and over 10 rebounds. That is amazing.
We'll see Kevin Love and the Timberwolves next week here against the Clippers. You and I, we should get a couple of apartments out here. We're going to see Dallas here against the Clippers next Wednesday night, Minnesota and the Clippers next Friday.
I'll give the fans a lot of credit. It is their 5th straight sellout, meaning the Clippers. And it's just great. They love this ball club.
Griffin slipping and sliding and finally had to give the ball up. It'll be a 3-second violation on the Clippers.
When you look at the Clippers now, they have the inside game. They have the pick and roll game, mainly because Griffin can make those shots and so can Butler out on the perimeter. The big thing with Griffin is he's just got to take his time, mainly because he's leading the team in turnovers. And anytime that you average over 3 a game as a front court player, that's a tough.
And they're still learning each other's tendencies. Of course, it all begins with Chris Paul. This is year 2, if you will, for Miami since the acquisitions of LeBron James and Chris Bosh, as James misses on the weak side follow. And they're off to a good start. Remember, Miami only started last year. Look
out. Yes! Oh, that's what we're talking about. Come on now, over the back of a player. Great timing between Chris Paul and Blake Griffin.
The Clippers lead the NBA in dunks, and you can see why. Bosh has it rejected by Jordan, who leads the NBA in blocks. Bounces to Chalmers, and here come the Clippers.
We have both teams tonight that will get out on the steals. Both teams force a ton of turnovers, steal the ball, and get out on the break.
Ball one-on-one with Bosh on.
Oh, nice.
Oohs and ahs from the crowd. Missed the jumper. Bosh out ahead of the pack. Lost it. L.A. ball.
See, that's what Chris Paul is great about. He's #1 in the league in steals. Now keep an eye to the right of your screen. How about this? Over the top of a player. Catch and dunk.
It's Mario Chalmers, who just got posterized a little bit there by Blake Griffin, but can't blame him at all. Nearly 3 minutes in, a 3-point lead for the Clippers. Here's Griffin posting on Joel Anthony now.
But you have to get it. You don't want Bosh to get a quick 2 fouls.
So Bosh is on DeAndre Jordan, not nearly the offensive force that Griffin is. Bobbled by Paul, shot clock running down, and the rebound comes down to Bosh.
Now the best part of the new Miami Heat this year is their fast break game. They've improved 7 points a game out on the break.
LeBron getting booed as he posts up on Butler, around him with a left-handed lay-in.
We've been waiting now for a number of years. Who can guard him in the post? Nobody. And you better double team him quick. And even when you double team him, he can split.
Both he and Wade hardly shooting the 3 at all this year. They're attacking much more. Rebound to Bosh, outlet to LeBron. Chalmers on the wing. He's hit 1 3 tonight. He's hit another.
We cannot emphasize Chalmers and Coles enough. A year ago, during the season, the big 3 were the only guys in double figures. In the playoffs, same thing. This year, 5 guys in double figures. Who are 4 and 5? Chalmers and Coles, the point guards.
Much improved depth, a healthy Udonis Haslem, the acquisition of Shane Battier as well. Chauncey Billups has it stripped by Wade. Miami in transition.
Yeah, this is where they're tough this year, right here.
Wow. Wade with a burst of speed, sore foot and all.
You cannot go to sleep in your transition defense. If you're going to turn it over and miss long shots, you've got to fight back.
It's a 7-0 run for Miami. Chauncey Billups. And again a long rebound, and again Miami looking to run. LeBron pulls up at the elbow. And Clipper ball.
Big thing in a game like this, you know that you're playing a high-powered offense in Miami. You just got to control your tempo, mainly because there are 5 guys out on the floor for the Clippers right now. They're going to have to play 35, 38 minutes if you're going to win this.
Caron Butler wide open. And the shot's not falling early for the Clippers.
Well, they're getting good looks, Dan, but I don't like the fact that the last few have been long jumpers.
Bosh, nice look inside to Joel Anthony. Doesn't look for his offense much. Gets the roll, and it's a 9-0 run for the Heat.
Always when teams run runs on you, when you go back and look at the video, you'll see that basically you stayed perimeter, you missed a lot of jump shots, and you never got to the foul line. Getting to the line breaks things up. If you're not going to call a timeout, then you have to go inside, run the power game, take the high percentage shot below the foul line, hope that you score, otherwise you get fouled.
Chalmers called for the foul. The Clippers do lead the league in free throw attempts this year. That's the good news. The bad news is they have the worst free throw percentage in the NBA, but at least they're getting to the line. There's another long jumper.
Yeah, see, we don't need this. Yeah, it's okay maybe against the sub-500 teams that you're going to wear down. But tonight, you need every possession. You got to maximize every possession if you are going to beat the Heat.
Blake Griffin draws the foul. Joel Anthony called for the foul, and Griffin will be going to the line. On the season, averaging better than 23 points, 10 rebounds per game, shooting only 59% from the line. And this is a young man who's going to spend an eternity at the free throw line over his NBA career. He can really make himself a lot of points if he can improve on these numbers.
Well, Dan, good points. And the thing I like about him, he doesn't force a lot of shots. He's only taken 17 shots a game. He's getting to the foul line 8+ times. But when you shoot it at 61%, you're almost a liability going to the line. So you have to improve in his life. Before practice, after practice, you got to spend the time here now because you are too quick off the dribble for fours to play. Power forwards, you're always going to be on the foul line.
1 of 2. Blake Griffin has all 7 points that the Clippers have so far in this game. Wade double team.
He loves that area of the floor.
Bosh. And couldn't handle the pass. Clipper ball.
Well, LeBron James, one of the top assist guys that we have in the league. Anytime that you have a small forward that's getting you a shade under 8 assists a game, you know that the ball is being distributed.
Paul inside, slithers in and banks it home.
We know that he can get a shot anytime he wants a shot.
You're a little concerned about his lack of field goal attempts last couple of games.
Well, let's face it. Last night he was in foul trouble.
Yep.
The game before that. So in the last 2 games, 9 and 6, 15 shots. But he can get a shot anytime he wants. But when you have 5 guys averaging double figures, he's distributing well.
Miami with an early lead. LeBron James getting to the rim, laying it in with a left hand. Blake Griffin, the high-flying damage for the Clips.
From your Los Angeles Clippers, CP3, Chris Paul. Do you plan to be a Clipper for the rest of your career? Do you think that's something you'd want to be? Or are you just here waiting for a spot on the Lakers to open up?
No, that is definitely not what's happening.
It isn't?
No.
LeBron James was one of your groomsmen.
Yes.
What did he get you as a wedding gift?
He got me a very nice gift.
He did?
Yeah, he got me a very nice gift.
You don't remember what it is?
Yeah, I know what it is, but that's
like a gold-plated blender or something like that?
You coming to the game?
I will come to the game.
I hope you do. I'm going to start off the game with a turnover and just throw the ball at you as hard as I can.
Chris Paul is comfortable in that environment, it seems, as he is in this environment. Here he is running the show. The Clippers down 3 midway through the first quarter against the Miami Heat. Dan Schulman, Hubie Brown, Lisa Salters with you here at the Staples Center in L.A. Griffin and Bosh. Griffin passes up the shot. Billups. Follow no good. Griffin runs it down. Fresh 24. Dwayne Wade trying to defend Griffin in the post right now. Some mismatches. LeBron over to help.
See, with no cutters, they can double team and get back with ease.
Jordan has it knocked away by Anthony. Here comes LeBron with numbers. Chalmers again.
Oh, look out. Give it up. There you go. It's just interesting. Anytime that you have a fast break in the NBA and you blow an opportunity, that was a 4-on-2. That should have been a score. Yeah. You end up taking a 3 when you had numbers in the lane. All right, they score immediately within 3 to 4 seconds.
And the easiest assist of Chauncey Billups' life at the other end on the slam by Griffin. He's got 2 dunks already. Wade off the screen and misses the jumper. Joel Anthony has it in the corner. And got a timeout call to retain possession.
If I'm the Clippers right now, I've got to get Caron Butler in the game. Caron Butler and Paul average 15 points a game. They've got to get better looks at the basket.
There's a pretty good look at the basket here.
Oh, yeah, this is just a great, get it out quick. And that's what we say. Both teams will fast break here. So over the course of 4 quarters, come on, transition defense is at a premium.
Miami leading the Clippers by 1 here at Los Angeles. Aerial coverage provided by Goodyear. Everything Goodyear has learned making tires for game-changing traction inspires what they roll into yours. Goodyear, more driven. Back inside the Staples Center now, Vinny Del Negro with some advice for Blake Griffin in the last timeout.
Blake, you're in no hurry. Face them up and go to work. If they come on the double, make them pay. If they don't, go to work. Take your time. No rush. No rush.
Well, he's right on the money because Blake Griffin is 4 for 6 right now. The main thing is when they throw in and they double, where are the cutters? Because the cutters, you have to play the cutter in the lane, so that means there are 3 defenders, and you would have 4 against out on the perimeter. So the big thing here is good ball movement, but take the ball and go quickly.
One sub out of the timeout. Mo Williams comes in for the Clippers, replacing Chauncey Billups. A Miami turnover. And look at the Clippers hustling the ball down the floor. Chris Paul wanted it immediately. Wanted to try to get an advantage at the other end.
If he goes into the middle, he's running into the double team.
And he turned it over. Here's Wade. He's got James with him. Wade all the way to the rim. Too strong off the glass. Joel Anthony came down with a rebound, but we have a foul going against Miami.
That Eric Spoelstra is really upset, and so is LeBron James right now. I give Anthony a lot of credit because that would have been an uncontested dunk for Anthony for following the play.
First on LeBron. Shane Battier into the game for Miami. And Udonis Haslem as well. And Reggie Evans will check into the game for the Clippers. A rebounding machine. Let's check out the foul call on LeBron. Off to the right of your screen a little bit.
Well, they're saying that he pulled, well, you could see as LeBron was falling, he grabbed the arm. Yeah. Okay, and that's the foul.
Haslem hedging way out on the perimeter against Paul. Inside 10 on the shot clock.
Yeah, they missed Blake Griffin. He was wide open on the baseline.
Clippers having to work hard for a look here. Shot clock inside 3. Williams with a prayer and doesn't get the rim. It's a shot clock violation.
Well, when you watch the Miami play, you have to remember now they're first in the league in forcing turnovers, almost 20 a game. They're second in the league in steals with 10 a game. And then they are the second or third, depending upon which night we are this week, best defensive rebounding team in the league. If you're going to get offensive rebounds, you got to really work.
Another Miami turnover. It's Griffin again.
There you go. See, I'm just disappointed in the fact that they are getting 2-on-0 fast breaks. And if I'm a Miami coaching staff, where are my 2 guards?
I was going to say, you're disappointed. How do you think Eric Spoelstra feels?
Yes,
right?
absolutely. Where's the transition D?
LeBron James. LeBron leading the league in scoring. Just a hair under 30 points per game, and he's shooting to be 59% on the season.
And then, when you get the 8 rebounds and the 8 assists and then 2 steals, he falls down a lot because he loses balance, whether he's looking for the contact and it's not there, or he hits the contact and it steps away.
LeBron again with the left hand. 6 points tonight for LeBron James.
Well, he's going to keep the pressure on. It's a tough cover for Caron Butler, but what you have to do is you got to get Butler some shots to keep him, interested in the game that he's got to chase LeBron.
Yeah, Griffin's got 11 of the 13 so far for the Clippers. Baseline jumper, Mo Williams. Not bad when you can bring a former All-Star off your bench.
I like Mo Williams' game. He can play the point, he can play the 2 guard, plus he can score in the open floor and then create for you off the dribble. Chalmers.
That was his spot earlier tonight. Rebound ripped down by Griffin.
When post guys have people on their back and they have them in the paint, get them the ball.
Chris Paul. His second field goal of the night. The Clippers go back on top.
From the top of the game down, his mid-range game is one of the best that we have in the league.
Battier with a hook shot, and he gets the bounce.
Well, he practices that before the game. They run him into that post area. And if you notice, LeBron James, Battier, Bosh, they continue to run their big guys into that post-up area.
Paul inside again. Anthony might have gotten a piece. Loose ball to the floor, and here come the Heat.
Oh, boy.
Numbers.
Oh, not bad. Not bad for on the road now, okay? I mean, I didn't know. Billy Crystal is sitting here with both hands up. You're right, Billy. I'm telling you, he came out of the mezzanine.
Wow. Showing Blake Griffin he's not the only guy who can get up in the rafters here at the Staples Center. Cutting his Butler, couldn't handle the pass. Here comes LeBron again.
Look out here.
And fouled by Griffin.
If you can afford the fouls, you foul him. You foul him on the arms. You don't try to hurt him. You don't get him in the neck or in the head. Force him to go to the foul line and make the foul shot. LeBron right now, just keep an eye right here. How about that one? Not bad because of the angle of the pass. It looked like LeBron wasn't going to be able to get to it.
It looked like no human being would be able to get to it, but he got as he heads to the free throw line for two. On the NBA calendar tomorrow on TNT, a doubleheader, New York at Memphis, and then Orlando Golden State on ESPN Friday, Chicago, Boston, and the Heat are in Denver. And it's the Lakers and the Clippers Saturday night on NBA TV. Coverage begins at 10 Eastern.
Now we talk about LeBron's game. This year he's posting up more on the left box. That's number one. Number two, they're running plays for him where he catches the ball slicing into the painted area, which is great. So he's attempting 9+ foul shots a game. And then anytime that he's down there, no one guy can guard him if he catches it on the move.
10 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists already for LeBron James. Here in the first quarter, the Heat lead is now 5. Paul bumped by the rookie Norris Cole out of Cleveland State, 4-year player there, and a guy who they say not only has ability but focus and maturity and all the intangibles you'd ever want in a young kid.
Well, anytime that you get a rookie who's coming in for you, and the fact that he is sharing a position and he's giving you double figures, right under 11 a game, and shooting a nice percentage for you. But he is quick defensively and helps you out on the break. When you think about last year, where the point guard position was always a question mark, defensively as well as in the open floor, Chalmers and Cole, 21 points, 8 assists. Terrific.
Paul makes them both 3-point game. Cole driving, soft touch off the back of the rim, but the offensive rebound for Cole. Miami has it. Joel Anthony.
That was a nice pass, an excellent look to Anthony cutting. He's constantly moving down inside.
And Cole commits another foul. Second on him, and Chris Paul will be heading back to the free throw line.
Well, we know that he didn't do that intentionally because he just came in the game. That was his second foul. The coaching staff is telling him to trap the man, to slow him down. But unfortunately for him, it looked like he slipped a little bit into the foul.
You can see what two of the stars, LeBron James and Blake Griffin, very productive first quarters for them. Right now, Griffin and Paul have 18 of the Clippers' 20 points.
Well, to me, the test is once you take out the starting 5 for the Clippers, can the bench do something for you to either keep the game close or hold the lead as the season goes on?
The end of the first quarter here in Los Angeles. Blake Griffin made a lot of noise early. He has 3 dunks already in this game. That one was the most spectacular on the feed from Chris Paul. Got a gimme from Chauncey Billups as well. But then LeBron James came back at the other end and said, "Don't forget about me, youngster." Miami leads early.
Center, Eric, you guys are up by 3, but they got you a couple times in transition in that first quarter. What do you want to see differently in transition defense?
Well, the most important thing is even before that is taking care of the ball. We have.
Welcome back to Staples Center. Eric, you guys are up by 3, but they got you a couple times in transition in that first quarter. What do you want to see differently in transition defense?
Well, the most important thing is even before that is taking care of the ball. We have to get shots against this team. They do such a great job of taking care of the ball, possession game. We had 3 or 4 sloppy ones there in that quarter, but a couple of those misses were in transition, opened it up, and it gave them some life.
Blake Griffin, 11 points in that first quarter. What do you want to do defensively against him?
The most concerning thing was he's gotten his layups, his dunks. That gets his game going, so we have to dial in from here on out.
All right, thank you very much.
Well, he's right on the money about the turnovers, but then again, they average 18 turnovers a game, which is a ton. Now, at the other end, he's not talking about the fact they forced 6 turnovers by the Clippers. The Clippers are #1 in the league in fewest turnovers at only 12.5 a game.
Brian Cook into the game for the Clippers, misses the jumper. Also Ryan Gomes off the bench. A steal by Chris Paul. And the NBA leader in that category knocks down the jumper.
I like his game. He's so heady. He's super quick, and he can play the passing lanes as well as anybody who's played in this league.
Bosh and Wade back into the game for Miami. LeBron goes to the bench to start the second quarter.
Now with this group out there, now you got to think Wade and Bosh. They're your 2 key guys.
And a defensive 3-second call against the Clippers.
Now this is just good basketball. That's a bad pass. You always shorten the passing lanes, especially when there's a defensive player on the side of the court. Come to the ball. Don't wait for the ball to come to you.
Bosh misses the technical.
Well, Bosh is having a very nice year right now. He's at 19-7 in points. He's done a terrific job on the glass. He's an excellent rebounder for them. He averages 8 rebounds a game. And then, once again, another high percentage shooting guy, shooting over 53%.
Chris Paul goes to the bench. Randy Foye checks in for the first time tonight. A long baseline jumper, Dwayne Wade.
When you play Wade, you know you've got to close the gap on the left-hand side. He loves that fadeaway going into the left corner.
Again, bothered by a sore left foot. He says a bit of a bruise and maybe some plantar fasciitis as well. Missed 3 games. Came back last night in Golden State. Scored 34.
Nice.
Paul with a crossover, and he is fouled.
You can see this guy Cole. He plays with a lot of maturity. Every single player talks favorably about him as well as the coaching staff.
Except Chris Paul says he sleeps more than any human being he's ever met. They can't even find him half the time. He's always sleeping. Had 20 points in a game against the Celtics earlier this season. Friday night, ESPN with an NBA doubleheader, and what a great-looking doubleheader it is. The Bulls are in Boston to take on the Celtics at 8 Eastern, and then the Heat will be in Denver against the Nuggets at 10:30. Interesting game tonight, the first game of our doubleheader. Dallas defeating Boston. That great 3-point play right at the end of the game by Dirk Nowitzki.
Well, and Kevin Garnett could not be any closer. It looked like he was inside of his shirt. That was a playground defensive play. He was right on top of him, and he was yelling, "No foul, no foul."
Will Williams whips a bullet pass inside. Gomes can't finish. Bosh down with a rebound. Cole, too strong off the glass. Wade tried to jam it home, but is called for basket interference.
Easy call. Wade now is a little upset. He thought that he got hit from the rear as he was going up, but easy call for the referee.
Just didn't let go of the rim in time. 4-point lead Miami, 2 minutes into the second quarter. The only meeting of the regular season between the Heat and Clippers. Mo Williams creates a little space. Another rebound for Bosh.
With this second unit out there for the Clippers, no post-up player, so there's no threat of the painted area hurting him.
Wade draws the foul. It'll be on Brian Cook. And there's Butler and Griffin and Paul and Billups all sitting on the bench at the same time right now. There's not a starter in the game for the Clippers at the moment as Wade heads to the line for the Heat. What do you see as the biggest difference for Miami between last year and this year?
First of all, point guard production. Chalmers and Cole, 21 points, 8 assists. The fast break, +8 a game over last year, and we're seeing that in this first quarter. And then bench production. Bench production is up a +7. Well, why? Because you got Haslam now and Battier healthy from day one, because last year Mike Miller was in the rotation. Haslam and Miller both missed 69 and 41 games. So they were never healthy until the end of the season.
Miller injured now, should be back in the next couple of weeks. How about Eric Spoelstra telling us that last year they had 76 practices over the course of the season. This year, with the condensed schedule, all the games in a very short period of time, they're only scheduled to have 24 practices this year.
Yeah, but see, they use their shoot-arounds as a full practice because they go 2 hours. And then that's what the good teams will do that expect to be in the playoffs and expect to have a run at this championship. They'll maximize the shoot-arounds on game days.
Haslam misses the jumper. Rebound Gomes. Gomes, nice cross-court look. Williams, shot fake, inside, teardrop, in and out. It'll be Clipper ball. When we come back after this official timeout, the shots are not falling in the early going for the Clippers. They're down 6 to the Heat. Miami leading the Clippers by 6 early in the second quarter. So much focus is always on the Heat and what they do at the offensive end. But Dwayne Wade tells us if they're going to be successful, it has to start with defense.
No matter how much we score, if we don't defend, we don't get defensive rebounds, we're not going to be the elite team we want to be. You know, our talent will help us win games, but if we don't defend and rebound the way we need to, we won't reach our ultimate goal, and that's to be champions.
Well, he's right on the money. Look, this team has the second best differential in the league. They're beating teams by a +10. But they're first in the league in forcing turnovers, second in steals, and in the old story, can you take care of your defensive board? They're third in the league. All of the best numbers.
Mo Williams misses from the corner. The Clippers are shooting just 33% tonight. Randy Foye inside, smothered, and it's Miami ball.
Right now, the second unit for the Clippers is 1 for 10.
And Foye getting back to prevent a dunk by Wade.
See, this is what we've been trying to bring out in the first quarter. In order for the Clippers to really be successful, they've got to, the second unit has got to score. Now, they're 1 for 10. All right, there's a lot of pressure on them because there is no post-up game. So everyone can play their man. Honestly, they can trap the dribbler and get back because they know there's no damage down inside.
So here come the reinforcements for Vinny Del Negro. Blake Griffin on his way back in. Chauncey Billups on his way back in.
I like what Wade had to say because he and LeBron, they've got to buy into all of the defensive philosophies, let's face it. Because if they don't work, well, no one else is going to work. And it's 5 guys working on a string. But they are third in the league in field goal percentage against at 41%. So nothing that we're seeing here tonight is shocking.
You like the shot selection from the Clippers, though? They're just not knocking them down.
Remember now, you got to have movement, and you have to have post-action. If you don't have post-action, you have to have cutters, and you have to be able to beat people off the dribble, and they can't do that.
Williams knocks one down to cut the deficit to 5.
You got to come back to Bosh here. You got to get him. When he's in the post-up area, you got to get him the ball.
And Cole throws it away. Look to the official asking for a foul. Here come the Clippers.
He's not going to get that. Good defense that time by Mo Williams. Always give the guy the ball when he's open.
Griffin with one of his pet moves had it rejected under the rim, and we'll have a jump ball. Let's listen in. Both coaches talking about playing some D.
Biggest thing right now is what? Transition defense. LeBron with the layup, him with the layup, out for threes, okay? We got to get back and load up. You guys are sprinting back now.
The difference in the game right now is those turnovers that led to the 1-on-0 fast breaks. Let's just get simple shots, simple plays, okay? Don't need home runs right now.
Well, Vinny's right on the money because they have 11 points on the break out of their 25.
Griffin for 3 with the shot clock expiring. His first three-pointer, his first three-point attempt of the season. He's got 14.
Norris Cole, when he wants to go by people, he's been going by people here tonight. But naturally, you're a rookie. You got to pay the price of getting bumped and then having the non-call.
Miami by 2. JB, thank you very much. And Blake Griffin a little bit shaken up moments ago leading into that timeout. That drive by Norris Cole. Watch the left arm of Cole right there with an inadvertent, you would think, forearm to the face of Blake Griffin. And Griffin, a little unsteady on his feet walking back to the bench, and then his nose started bleeding. And they took him to the bench during the timeout, did a little work on him, and now he's going to try to come back into the game.
Yeah, I'm surprised that was missed. Mainly because, you didn't have that many defenders and there was not that much congestion in that area.
You can see that Blake Griffin and Chris Paul have been the offense so far tonight for the Clippers. Good cut by Bosh and an easy finish.
Now that was a beautiful screen and from out of bounds. That very seldom happens that you can make a pass from the side into the paint.
First field goal of the night for Bosh. Paul remains on the bench for the Clippers. LeBron James has checked back in for Miami. Reggie Evans. And the foul by Udonis Haslem. That's a good battle. A couple of blue-collar guys right there.
Well, you see, they're not going to allow Evans to get a layup. Evans right now is doing a great job for them on the boards, getting 6 rebounds a game. But he's 1 for 6 on the foul line. So don't let him get a layup. Foul him. Make him make the foul shots.
Watch live NBA games wherever you are. One price gets you the most NBA action, plus free mobile access anytime, anywhere. Go to NBA.com/League Pass to learn more. Continue to work on Griffin as he stays in the game, bloody nose and all.
Right now, the Clippers have got to get Chauncey Billups. And when Caron Butler comes in, some good looks at the basket. We're dealing with 2 guys who get you 32 points between them.
Butler played the whole first quarter, took 1 shot, didn't score a point.
Well, that's because he's not involved, right? Everything is one-on-one on the low box or on the left side of the floor.
Cole, no. Griffin battling for the rebound.
Nice pass.
Cole off to Bosh, and he's fouled by Griffin, who thought he got a block clean.
Now Cole comes out of there with a bad percentage shot. But then when he recovers, he makes a terrific pass on a good look to Bosh.
You like what you've seen from him so far?
Yeah, well, you know why? Because he's a backup point guard for you that's not afraid to create, but more important, he's not afraid to go to the hole. He wants to get to that basket, and then he has good vision.
Bosh at the line. Big challenge by Blake Griffin.
Yeah, he goes for it. See, one thing about Bosh down inside there, he's not going to throw the fadeaway jump shot. He's going to go to the glass and try to get to the hole. And you say, what's the big deal? The big deal is he gets to the foul line 5 or 6 times a game, and then he shoots a high percentage.
Chris Paul, Caron Butler back into the game for the Clippers. Bosh averaging just under 20 points per game, just under 8 rebounds per game. Remember that game at Atlanta, the triple overtime game? Wade was out. James was out. Bosh had 33 points, 14 rebounds, and 5 assists.
Yeah, and then Chalmers stepped up.
Yeah.
That's the best game Chalmers has played as a pro. He got you 28 or 29, and then he made a lot of things happen off the dribble.
Cole now defending Chauncey Billups. A clear out for Chauncey to post.
That's all right. Force the double team.
Billups back out to Griffin. Long jumper.
Oh, look out here.
Wade with LeBron. And Wade lays it in.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
From the top of the circle to half court, there's congestion at the top of the circle. But the half court, no, it's wide open.
It's not a good sign when at the other foul line you're saying, okay, look out here now.
That's right. Well, come on. That's 13 points now, and we still have 5:57 to go in the first half on the fast break.
Transition defense was a big key, said Vinny Del Negro, and right now Miami's blowing right by him for layups to up their lead. Back inside the Staples Center here in downtown LA, Dan Schulman, Hubie Brown, Elisa Salters. Miami leading the Clippers by 8, holding them to just 28 points in about 18 minutes of action. Plans to break them.
Well, just watch this double team and then the rotation on the kick out. See, that's why they lead the league in break. And then there, I have 13 fast break. There's your double team again. Now watch this double team on the kick out and then the closeout. See, they're not going to force Mo to put it down. There's your double team again. So this does not happen by accident. This is a great game plan defensively, great drills that they work on during their practice sessions. Right now, the Clippers are shooting 34%. They have 6 turnovers, but then the 13 points that Miami has on the fast break is a big difference.
All 5 starters back into the game for the Clippers. Chauncey Billups misses the long 3. Blake Griffin misses the putback.
That was the easiest shot.
The Clippers now 3 of 16 from the field in the second quarter. Bosh looking for LeBron, posting again. It's going to be an offensive foul. James called for the foul, trying to get position on Caron Butler.
Well, Caron Butler is going to fight him. He's going to fight him down inside. Now just keep an eye on the baseline. See, he's trying to get in the front, and LeBron is rooting him out. Now, normally in the NBA, that might not be a foul, okay? But from the area that the referee was standing right there, maybe he's given him with that right forearm to force Caron Butler away so he couldn't front him.
Second foul on LeBron James. Shane Battier back into the game now for the Heat. Cole still out there getting a lot of minutes for Miami. Billups with a fadeaway. Nothing going for the Clippers.
Now that's the first really good look that Billups has had down inside. Chauncey loves to post people up.
LeBron posting again. Billups on him. Griffin helping. Bosh for 3. How about that? Chris Bosh.
Well, he takes 1 a game. So right now he's 3 for 11 and 3. So you have got to play him. He's not bashful.
And it's the largest lead of the night for Miami. Chris Paul.
Nice. He's going to have to become a little selfish here from now to the end of this quarter, and especially when we start the third quarter. He's going to have to be selfish. He's the only guy that can get into the painted area.
Bosh misses a 3. Rebound Anthony. Bosh turns it over.
Yeah, but he was shocked. He was cutting, and Anthony threw him a quick pass.
Chauncey Billups. Griffin keeps it alive and finishes. 16 now for Blake Griffin.
Well, I'm happy for him. He's really working hard. If he can't catch it, he's right on the glass. He's averaging 3 offensive rebounds a game.
And Hubie, he and Chris Paul have combined for 28 of the 32 points. Mo Williams has 4. Billups hasn't scored. Butler hasn't scored. Foul going against the Clippers on Caron Butler. Let's listen in with Vinny Del Negro.
How they scoring? Our lack of ball movement on the offensive end. They're getting loose balls and they're out. And then we don't take good productive shots, long rebounds and they're out. Wade gets a layup, LeBron gets a layup, Bosh gets a layup. Come on now, come on. It's too easy for them right now. It's a layup drill.
The coach is right 100%, except for one thing. The offense is not getting them good looks off of screens. So the offense itself, there are no down screens where guys are coming on a curl. Now, if the guy comes off a pick and roll, the roll guy has been open a number of times going to the midpoint on the left side of the floor, but they don't hit it with the ball.
James misses both free throws.
Well, that's rare this year. He's improved his foul shooting from 74% last year to 79 in the early part of this year.
Chris Paul, another jumper.
He's got to be selfish, Dan. Because he can bring you back. Because he can consistently get an open shot.
He's got 14, and the Miami lead is down to 5. LeBron posting on Butler again.
No double.
DeAndre Jordan with the rebound. Loose ball to Billups.
Good job that time by Butler on LeBron. Well, you got to let him work here now. He's got a mismatch.
Bosch on him. Chauncey Billups. Perron Butler. Never really had a handle on the ball, but he is fouled.
There's a break. Yeah, that's a break. Now that's a big foul.
Number 3.
3 on LeBron, and then also the fact LeBron is upset, I know, with himself, mainly because Butler did not have the ball. Watch as the ball is being juggled, right? And you can see LeBron goes for the block. You tell guys, please, do not try to block a three-point shot. How many times do you ever see it blocked in the NBA? All you're asking for is you're asking for body contact.
Pleading his case with Ron Gerritsen at the line. Butler, his first point of the night, coming off back-to-back 20-point games and averaging better than 15 a game so far on the season. And with 3 fouls, LeBron James is presumably going to sit down for the last 3 minutes of the half.
No, he's got to do that. But now you see, when you have a guy like Butler, Caron Butler, he averaging 16 a game. He's got a tough matchup tonight.
Yeah.
So you have to reward him at the other end of the floor. You can't have him just working like a slave at one end of the floor, trying to cover LeBron, catch him in transition defense, and then get no shots at the other end of the floor. You got to give him a chance.
You can see an 8-0 run right now for the Clippers to get right back into this game late in the first half. Wade posting. Jumper over Billups. No. Long rebound back out to Miami. Wade again.
Oh, boy. Now, he just willed that. He willed that in. And that was just a great offensive move because he followed his shot and went right up into your face.
Double figures now for Wade with 11. Wide open Billups.
There you go. We've been waiting. We've been waiting for Chauncey. Now, Chauncey usually attempts 5 threes a night. He shoots it at 36% throughout his entire career.
First points of the night for Billups, right on the heels of the first points of the night for Butler. Battier using the screen, looking for Anthony.
Too late on the pass.
And Griffin bounces it off Anthony out of bounds.
See, Anthony didn't have control of his body because his weight was falling back. And then Battier gave him a bad pass.
So the Clippers all of a sudden with a chance to tie or take the lead. Look at Paul. Griffin's all alone and is fouled hard. Boy, all of a sudden Blake Griffin faked away the defender Battier, and he had a clear path to the basket. Then he got crushed.
Well, let's face it. The man in the back went for the block, no doubt about it. The inside defender who rotated had the major part of the body contact.
And that was Anthony, and it is Anthony called for the foul. Griffin will shoot a couple. So you know the one thing that opposing teams want to make sure more than anything, they don't want Blake Griffin getting dunks and getting the crowd energized and getting himself energized like he did in the first quarter.
If you played in this league in the 70s and 80s, that would be, no one would even be upset. We had half the building was standing up, all right, wanting to see what happened. No, it used to be called a hard foul,
right?
You know, without a suspension
right.
or a fine. You know, so it's kind of like, you know, you don't want to see it because the players of today are playing at the top of the box, which is a foot above the rim. They're playing up there at 11 foot, and that's what this young guy does. Oh, nice foul.
But an empty possession for the Clippers. They don't get any points out of it.
See, Miami has done a very nice job on Jordan also. Now, we know Jordan leads the league in blocks, but he's a great board guy, and he averages 7 points. Tonight, he's been blank.
Another quick shot by Miami, and back come the Clippers again. Paul again with a Bosch on him after the switch. Jordan called for the lob.
He got plenty of time.
Yep. Caron Butler driving. And it's Miami ball.
Oh, you got to get back here now. They have big numbers.
Yeah, 5 on 4. Butler now back into the play. Chalmers off balance is fouled. Caron Butler did it, knew it. Coming up at the half, it's the Toyota halftime show. First half stats and highlights, and another monster night for Kobe on the heels of his 48-point performance against Phoenix last night. Not bad for a 32-year-old with a bad wrist, huh?
Well, it's just amazing what a tough guy he is. And I'm not just talking physically, but mentally. Because he just doesn't come out and play a normal game. He comes out and plays an all-NBA first-team selection game with injuries last year, the ankle, the knee, the finger, he had, and the wrist. He had all those problems, and he still came out and gave it to you and got 25 a game. Now, supposedly, the ankle and the knee have been corrected over in Germany. Fantastic. But now he's injured again with the potential fracture. And then what you're seeing is amazing stats. He answers the bell every night with pain.
Big one here Saturday night. Lakers and Clippers playing each other this weekend. Reggie Evans back into the game for the Clippers. Blake Griffin's gone to the bench. Randy Foye has checked in as well. Billups is fouled.
Well, when you foul Chauncey Billups, you're in a lot of trouble. Chauncey Billups, all time, is 4th in the league at 89.4. Just think about that. This year, he's having a terrible year. He's 96.9. He's 31 out of 32. I mean, you think about it. And at the end of the game, there's no better guy in the league taking the pressure 3 or going to the foul line for you.
Oh, you jinxed him, Hubie. You spoke so eloquently and beautifully.
Hey, hold on. That didn't erase all of the other things that he's done, does it? It didn't do that, did it?
If he misses the next one, he's going to ask you to leave the building.
No.
Now 31 of 33 on the season. Used the rim, but knocked it down. Final minute of the first half.
In spite of all the problems here, the Clippers are right in this game. Great.
Battier. Baseline drive. Jordan got a piece, but the foul was good. I think it was Haslam up there tipping it in.
That was an excellent defensive play on that shot.
And a 4-second difference between the game clock and shot clock, and Vinny Del Negro will use a timeout. 20-second timeout, Clippers. 5-point deficit for Blake Griffin and the Clippers here at Staples. In Los Angeles with Hubie Brown and Lisa Salters. I'm Dan Shulman. NBA Wednesday on ESPN. The second game of our doubleheader. Miami has led most of the night. They've got a 5-point lead on the LA Clippers right now. Clipper ball. 22 seconds to go in the half. Blake Griffin on the bench for the Clippers. LeBron James with 3 fouls on the bench for Miami. It'll be Paul, Randy Foye, Mo Williams. No, Foye has gone to the bench. Trying to figure out who's coming in the game. Chauncey Billups will inbound it. Foye's gone to the bench. It's Billups, Paul, Butler, Evans, and Williams. And they'll run it down.
Well, the Clippers have their outside of Paul, 3 other perimeter three-point shooters out there. They're going to trap. They'll force him to give it up.
Which he does. And Billups hits the 3. 4 seconds.
We got plenty of time here.
Chalmers pulls up and answers at the other end. Mario Chalmers.
What a great way to end the half. Billups knocks in his 3. All right, that's 2 for him in this half. And then Chalmers, who has been playing great basketball for them, hits it as the clock is almost running out of time.
Third 3 of the first half for Mario Chalmers. He's into double figures with 11, same as Dwayne Wade has to lead Miami. Griffin and Paul combining for 30 for the Clippers in the first half. Lisa Salters is with Chris Bosh.
Thank you, Dan. Chris, you guys had an 11-point lead. It's now down to 5. What changed for you guys?
Well, I mean, they made a few shots. We know that they're going to be a tough home team, and they're going to make some runs. So we just have to be resilient and withstand their runs in the second half.
You have the unenviable task of D'ing up against Blake Griffin. He's put on a show in the first half. What do you want to do defensively against him?
Well, I mean, we got to take care of the ball. And, I'm the main culprit in that. I turn the ball over too many times, and when we turn it over, he's getting out in that open court. And he has like about 4 or 5 uncontested dunks, and when you give that up, that's not very good. So we got to do a better job.
All right, thank you, Chris.
Appreciate it.
Dan.
Lisa, thank you. Bosch with 7 points and 9 rebounds, mind you, in the first half. The Toyota halftime show is coming up next. It got very interesting at the end. Blake Griffin with a big first half. Same for Chris Paul. But Miami with a number of answers and a lead going into halftime. The Toyota halftime show is coming up right after these messages. You're watching ESPN's coverage of NBA basketball. The Miami Heat taking on the Los Angeles Clippers at halftime. The Heat lead the Clippers by 5. Balanced scoring for Miami. Dwayne Wade and Mario Chalmers each with 11. LeBron James with 10 for the Clippers. Blake Griffin with a game-high 16. Chris Paul has 14 as well. We'll be back with second half action right after this. NBA Wednesday on ESPN. Welcome back to Los Angeles. We're inside the Staples Center, the home tonight of the LA Clippers. They are down 5 to the Miami Heat as we get ready for the second half. Hi again, everybody. Dan Shulman and Hubie Brown. A very eventful first half, especially for Blake Griffin. And a little bit of everything for Griffin in the first half.
No, he showed us, why he is so clever up front and averaging over 23 points a game. Now you're going to see the movement. Watch how he boxes out. Now the head fake, come up underneath so that Bosch cannot block your shot. Now, this is just a great play. He jumps over the top of Chalmers. This is easy, an uncontested dunk out in the open floor. Now, the three we haven't seen all year. He knocks it in, and he did it with effort. And then right there, Cole goes through, lays it up, and catches him with his left elbow. Now, that was difficult because it really rocked them a little bit. They had to call a timeout.
Griffin and Paul combined for 30 points in the first half for the Clippers. The Heat were more balanced, but when they really needed to play, more often than not, it was Dwayne Wade who delivered in the first half.
I like the fact he had a very solid game. You can see right here, he's going to take it right. Good defensive play. Now, out on the break, just watch as he eliminates the shot block right there. No way could they go up for the shot block. Now, right here, this is one of his favorite areas. He loves that left-hand mid-range area. Here, I'm opening up, and I'm just going to take it to the glass. Now, when I'm short and it comes back out, just watch this move. Spin move, fake up over the top, challenge Griffin right in your face. Now, that is strong basketball. He's having a solid game here tonight.
Miami shot 46% of the first half. The Clippers just 37%, but one of the equalizers was the turnovers. Miami coughed it up 11 times, but warning signs for the Clippers. Miami getting out in transition, Hubie, the fast break points, getting into the paint. Those things will have to change for the Clippers.
Well, you have to look at that. That's a 12-point advantage, and that's all in the open floor. All right, 18-6 on the break. Then the fact that they've missed the foul shots. They have missed, they're 8 for 14. They've missed 6 foul shots. They got to clear that up.
Let's check in now with Lisa Salters.
Hey, Dan, remember before the game we were talking to Vinny Del Negro, and he says we have to slow down their initial thrust. And I asked him, how do you think he did in that first half? And he said, not good. We gave up 18 fast break points. But he says it really starts on our end offensively. We have to do a better job with our ball movement, and we have to have better floor balance. That, in turn, he says, gets us into position defensively, and that will slow them down.
And this has been an emphasis for the Miami Heat from the get-go this year. Eric Spoelstra's plan was relying less on threes, less on long jumpers, that the strength of Wade and James is attack, attack, attack. He wants them going to the rim whenever they can.
And they want to get into the painted area. They are scoring 50 points a game in the painted area this year, which is up from a year ago. And it's a concentrated effort. Plus, when you do that, you also get on the foul line, and they're taking 29 foul shots a game.
LeBron James with 3 fouls as we begin the second half. Chalmers off to Bosch, 5 to shoot. Jumper, no. And the rebound down to DeAndre Jordan, who was quiet in the first half.
Yeah, see, that was good. That was good spacing. Come off a pick and roll. Really, when you go to the other side of the floor, it gives the guy an opportunity to work one-on-one.
Battle between Butler and James. Remember, again, LeBron with 3 fouls. Griffin. Paul.
Nice.
Griffin with a long fadeaway. In and out, rebound Bosch. His 10th board of the night.
Yeah, he wanted Griffin to go to the basket that time, Paul, when he dropped it off.
Bosch with a jumper. 9 points, 10 rebounds for Chris Bosch.
You said, well, where was Griffin? Griffin was trying to stop the fast break underneath the basket, and then what happened? Get the ball back to the trailer.
Does Chris Bosh look more comfortable in his second year with the Heat than he did last year?
Absolutely. He knows where all the opportunities are, whether it's the transition game or within the half-court offense.
3 to shoot. Caron Butler. Got it. It's a 3 for Butler.
Now, this is the guy I want to see get some opportunities. He only had 2 shot attempts in the first half. When a guy's averaging 16 points for you, you got to get him looks.
Defending James now out on the perimeter. Chalmers driving. He had 11 in the first half. Finds Bosh inside, has to gather. 2 to shoot. And the rebound down to Butler. Here come the Clippers down by 4. Butler driving on LeBron between the legs, turned it over and had to commit the foul.
Yeah, good steal by LeBron. Very quick hands. If you're going to take him, it's difficult to keep the ball out in front on the dribble.
Too much dribbling for the Clippers offensively?
Yeah, well, that time, it was an isolation from the top of the key, and they were giving Butler another opportunity to score. Well, if you're going to dribble that high, a high dribble against LeBron out in front, you're in trouble.
Here's Wade. Chalmers with 3 threes in the first half. Bosh again. Boy, he's got that one measured tonight.
Now, you had to play him from 15 to 18. Come on, that's his pet move. He's made a lot of money, especially in Toronto, from that area.
Double-double already for Bosh, and we're just a couple of minutes into the second half. Now Griffin. Off the glass, misses the jumper, rebound James.
Come on now, the Clippers have got to regroup here right now. Stop going away from the basket.
LeBron, a quick shot, misses the long jumper. Let's see if they try to go inside here. Paul. Tough one, but he knocks it down.
Now see, that was good chemistry. He wanted that one-on-one, and finally Griffin isolated and went across the lane and gave him the entire left side. That opened up the distance for the shot.
Wade off the screen and misses the jumper. Tapped back out by Joel Anthony, and Wade will get the slam on the feed from James.
See, they caught Chauncey Phillips going the other way. You can't do that. You got to get the ball. Got to get the ball first. Excellent move by Wade.
5th assist of the night for LeBron.
Look at this.
Tough one by Paul with the answer at the other end.
And he does it in slow motion. He has great body control because he plays the board so well.
And for those who weren't with us in the first half, a couple of times you said Chris Paul has to be selfish tonight the way things are going, right?
He does, mainly because, at halftime, Griffin and Paul were 12 for 21. The rest of the team was 4 for 22. Look at this move. And that's going to your left, coming back with the right hand.
Griffin misses another jumper. Bosh, and it's run down by Griffin, but it hit the foot of Ron Gerritsen, the official, and bounced to Bosh for the lay-in.
Yeah, unfortunately, if he's in bounds, the ball is in play.
Yep.
There's nothing you can say about it.
And the lead is back to 6 for Miami. Caron Butler open, foot on the line, along 2.
Yeah, see, that time they caught LeBron James trying to help out all the way across the middle of the floor. And that was excellent ball movement.
So Butler getting more involved here in the second half. Bosh trying to back down Griffin. And Jordan with a rejection.
Got a shot clock. Nice.
And Chalmers with the lay-in. Almost looked like the Clippers stopped playing for a second after that block, but a live ball, and Chalmers just went right down the lane.
Now remember now, Chalmers had 11 points in that first half. Now he's 4 for 7 from the field. Plus he's made a couple of, he's made 3 for 6 in threes. So he's playing extremely well. So when he crashes and gets in that foul line area, you have got to play him because he is looking to score.
DeAndre Jordan, the league leader in blocks, rejects it. But Chalmers with the lay-in in Miami still leads by 6. Back in Los Angeles, where the Heat continue to lead the Clippers. Aerial coverage tonight provided by Goodyear. Everything Goodyear has learned making tires for game-changing traction inspires what they roll into yours. Goodyear, more driven. Well, all kinds of changes, obviously, in the offseason for the LA Clippers. Here's Blake Griffin alongside Chris Paul talking about the difference between last year and this year.
Last year, at one point, we were starting 2 20-year-olds, 2 21-year-olds, and a 22-year-old. So for a 15-game stretch, yeah, everybody could have been in college still. So he had to do a lot more coaching last year. And now with Chris, Chauncey, and Karan, all that experience, we kind of let them lead the way, and DJ and I, follow along and make sure we're doing the right thing.
Chris Paul, just 26 years of age, but a wealth of experience in his 7th year in the NBA. As Griffin, great body control in the air to lay it in.
See, that's been there all night in that first half. You can get the ball right to Griffin as he rolls down to that baseline area. And then once he gets it, he'll just overpower the rotating man.
18 now for Griffin. Bosch driving on him.
Good defense.
And here comes Paul. Hesitation.
Oh, my.
Billups the tip, but Wade off to Chalmers. And Chalmers will lay it in. Just an unforced error as Billups' pass led Blake Griffin too far to the corner.
Now, Chalmers is having, very quietly, a great night. He's got 15 points already.
Anthony tries to save. It'll be a Clipper ball. Let's go back to possession.
Now keep an eye on this. This is just great hustle. Unfortunately, Billups cannot make the catch.
Wow.
And then, fortunately, he was not injured, meaning Griffin. You go into the stands like that and then go back up over the seat again. You're lucky you don't sprain an ankle or bang a knee.
Tough, deep jumper from the corner by Griffin.
I thought he would spin to the lane. You spin to the lane, you can play the backboard. You can bank in the shot.
Wade off the glass, and the rebound down to Griffin. Griffin might be a little bit behind the plane, grimacing a little bit, reached down to his left knee once, but appears to be okay now as he gets back up on the court on offense. But Reggie Evans is coming into this game. They may have seen something from the Clipper bench as well. Chauncey Billups muscling his way in and his foul.
I like the move. I like the fact that Billups was attacking that time. To his left, and he catches Wade. Excellent move, mainly because throughout this game, Chauncey has been staying out on the perimeter. You'd like to see him in the second half get to the rim.
And Billups to the line. On the NBA calendar tomorrow on TNT, it'll be the Knicks at Memphis, followed by Orlando at Golden State. Coverage begins at 8. On ESPN Friday, the Bulls and the Celtics, then the Heat are in Denver to take on the Nuggets. And from right here at the Staples Center, Saturday night, NBA TV has the Lakers and the Clippers. Reggie Evans is into the game right now, but it's for DeAndre Jordan. Griffin's okay as Billups knocks them both down. And again, with all the issues they've had tonight, the struggles they've had, the Clippers are only down 4 in this game.
No, I love it. And we say in the second half, the first half, the bench were 2 for 12. They've got to come in here now and then score some points. This guy we know is going to rebound. Yeah. Evans is going to rebound and defend for you. But the rest of these people, when they come in, they've got to score the ball.
Paul, nice. It's a 2-point game.
See, he can make it happen, and it doesn't look like a guy's being selfish. He can one-on-one get to an area and create space, and it looks so easy.
He has made his last 6 shots. LeBron.
Great move.
Splits the defense, count the bucket.
Caron Butler played him as well as you can off that dribble. After all of those moves, jab, step, fake, and then when he finally makes his move and he spins in, how about this? He splits the trap. And it's going to be a potential 3-point collect.
Haslam and Battier now coming to the game for Miami. First field goal since the first quarter for LeBron James, and a lot was made of the game up in Golden State last night. LeBron did not attempt a shot, had just 1 point in the fourth quarter. as Miami let a double-digit lead get away against the Warriors.
Well, and let me just ask you this. Where are the plays for LeBron? Was he emphasized during that period of time? Did they double-team him hard and force him to pass the ball?
Yep.
There's so many things that go into that.
Yep.
You know, but what did they do? Did he post them up? Did they catch him slicing? Oh.
Griffin tried to jam it in, couldn't believe there was no foul call. And now at the other end, Chris Paul fouls LeBron James, and I think they're going to talk about whether it's a clear path. But
yes.
Griffin is incensed at the lack of a call at the other end.
Now just keep an eye right here. He's going strong to the rim, and you're going to see he thought he got hit possibly in the head or in the forehead. Now right here, there's the foul. The foul was out at half court, and the defensive guy is right with him. At least from the angle that we just showed. Griffin is all upset. He thought he got banged. Now just watch the foul. See, there's the foul there. Now you say, well, he was ahead of the man. Well, I think if you are the Clippers, Vinny Del Negro, you're going to argue that one. He fouled him right at half court.
And if it is ruled a clear path foul, it's 2 plus the ball. Griffin still focusing more on the lack of a foul call and his attempted dunk. And the officials are reviewing the play right now to see if it should be called a clear path foul.
Well, I thought it was a great move by LeBron because he pushed the ball out in front so that the defensive man going back in transition could not get to the ball. Now just watch this right here. Now right here, you see he feels he gets hit below the waist as well as up on top, and then LeBron he passes it out. Well, LeBron wasn't out there where the ball was. The foul happened back at the center circle. Now this is going to be an interesting interpretation here.
It's a big call because it's either 2 and the ball or a non-shooting foul.
Absolutely.
It's a big difference here.
And then how about the Clippers are moaning because they should be shooting 2 at the other end in a 62-58 game. Now keep an eye. You can see it right there. He gets hit in the chest and below the waist. Now right there, there's the foul. Now if you say that he was out with the ball, no, he wasn't out with the ball. But did he have a step? Yeah, he might have had a step, except he got him. He didn't have control of the ball.
So you would say no to a clear path foul?
Well, who am I over here?
Who are you?
No.
Well, whatever looks they've had at it, the officials evidently
not happy yet. It's a difficult call. It really is.
And it looks like it is being called a clear path foul.
Yeah.
So the ruling is that LeBron was out ahead of Chris Paul when he fouled him. So.
Well, to me, the ball was out in front.
Right.
But LeBron wasn't out in front. Okay. Now LeBron is really having a tough night here. He's 2 for 5 on the line.
So a big sequence of events as Griffin misses the dunk, saying he was fouled. LeBron knocks down 1 free throw, and then Miami gets the ball.
Clippers have got to really tighten up now. And their next offensive possession is going to be big.
James posting again. Griffin over to help Butler.
Nice.
Rebound down to Reggie Evans.
Good double team that time by Griffin. Forced the jump shot. And then I like what Evans did. Evans rotation down to take care of that offside rebound.
Well, as well as just about anybody in the NBA, Reggie Evans knows what his job is. And he doesn't try to do more than his job.
Oh.
Caron Butler, he is in the game here in the third quarter.
Oh, I would hope. I would hope. I mean, come on. We're not talking about a guy who can't score. This guy can score.
Didn't get any looks in the first half. He's got 7 points here this quarter. Chalmers using the screen, bumping with Paul. Shane Battier from the corner.
Now, Shane is an excellent baseline player, whether he's out behind the line or whether he's at that midpoint.
Wade and Bosch have gone to the bench for Miami. Mo Williams in the game for the Clippers. Paul for 3. And it's Miami ball.
Oh, you got to look there, right? Batier's got a lot of size and weight on Mo Williams.
Banging with Williams, who's given as good as he gets right now. Shot clock at 6. Good help by Evans, and Chalmers forced to call a timeout.
Wow.
Miami continues to lead, up 5 on the Clippers late in the third.
ESPN's presentation of NBA Wednesday, brought to you by KFC. Bring something different to the party with KFC's sauceless hot wings. Now just 50 cents a wing.
Big early season game, the Heat and the Clippers. The Clippers are down 5, and the only reason they're that close shooting, Chris Paul's having a heck of a night.
Well, not only is his ball control, but the fact that he gets to where he wants to and then makes the shot. He's 8 for 12 from the floor, and then it doesn't matter whether it's in the paint, fade away, take it to you, I'm up in your face, off the glass. He just has the total game going for him right now. Now, people are saying, well, he's got 20 points, that's great. Well, he has 7 rebounds, and he has 7 assists and 5 rebounds. Now, look what he did in the first quarter, and then he just picked up the pace as he's moving along. And he realizes that they need him now to create space and get high percentage shots.
A prayer from the corner by Chalmers with the shot clock running down. Here's Mo Williams. Mo Williams thought he would be the starting point guard for this team until the acquisition of Chris Paul a few weeks ago. Now coming off the bench, getting about 25 minutes a game. Butler on the drive, the kick to Paul. Griffin the screen, shot clock at 4.
Nice.
It'll be Butler.
What they're doing now is they're playing Butler on the same side in the corner that they're running the screen and roll out at the 28-foot marker. So now when you trap and everything and Griffin rolls, Butler is open and they're getting him the ball.
And he's
excellent
got 10,
adjustment.
I'm sorry, Ewan, he's got 10 points in this quarter.
A good adjustment by the coaching staff.
And Miami throws it away. The Clippers stepped up the defensive intensity that trip.
Well, I like it. I like what we're seeing. When we were talking that first half all about Miami, what they were doing, fast breaking and all these other things. Well, if you remember when they had 6 turnovers, well, they've only had 1 turnover since that time in that first quarter. They're doing a great job.
Paul to Griffin, offensive foul. And you could see Griffin was caught in between there. Do I shoot it? Do I try to go up and dunk it? And commits the offensive foul.
Well, this is a team that has drawn 20. Now you see he's out of the arc area. He takes it right in the chest. They pride themselves in drawing the offensive foul. That's their 23rd that they have drawn during the course of the season.
And it's the 4th foul tonight on Griffin, who goes to the bench. Udonis Haslem. Rebound down to Jordan. Here comes Butler. Evans banging with Haslem on their way down the court. Butler. Evans with the offensive rebound. Shot clock did not reset. Ball didn't hit the rim.
You got plenty of time there.
Looking to tie or take the lead. Chris Paul. Tie game.
Is that great or what? Shane Battier didn't budge. He did not give him a lane. He challenged the shot, and Chris Paul made that look easy.
What a night Paul's had. LeBron James.
How about a reverse spin with 1 dribble from that distance?
15 for LeBron. Paul with the layup to tie it again.
Chris Paul is answering. He's answering the big 3 here tonight. He's saying, I'm going to take over here in the second quarter and third quarter. He's just made great things. Now watch this spin move by LeBron. Gathers himself, takes it strong. But right at the other end, this is just a great move because he's daring you to come for the shot block.
And the chant is CP3 here in Los Angeles. A chance for the Clippers to lead. It has been a long time since the Clippers were on top in this game. Paul now with 25 points, 8 assists, and no turnovers in the game. First lead since the first quarter.
Now you got to drop, let him go 1-4 here.
The kick to Haslem. And Miami back on top.
Yeah, Haslam is a great baseline shooter for a big man, and naturally a terrific rebounder. In the first half, he came in and gave them 6 boards in a short period of time.
And what a difference it makes for Miami to have him healthy this year after missing almost all of last season. Paul letting the ball roll forever. Whips a pass to Jordan.
How about that? That was timing, and he knew that Jordan would be moving to the basket. That was just absolutely beautiful. They want to trap if they can. They want to trap LeBron if they can.
LeBron for 3. Just the 5th one he's attempted this year. Hasn't made one yet. The Clippers have some time. Paul with a prayer.
Take him out. He missed that shot. Get him out of the game.
What a sensational third quarter for Chris Paul. Miami has led most of the night as they get after it here at the Staples Center, but Chris Paul took over late in the third quarter, and we got ourselves a game heading to the fourth.
Welcome back to Staples Center. Vinny, you weren't happy with the play in that first half. What changed in that third quarter? Welcome back to Staples Center. Vinny, you weren't happy with the play in that first half. What changed in that third quarter?
Well, I just thought our energy was better. We did a better job pushing the tempo when we had it. Chris was aggressive, kind of tried to string their pick and roll. They pressure the pick and rolls really hard. So I thought our ball move was a little bit better as well.
What's going to be the key down the stretch in this fourth quarter?
Well, you have to limit their easy baskets. You know, Dwayne, LeBron, they're going to go at it. Bosh. We got to limit the easy baskets, not give them second chance opportunities.
All right, thank you very much, Dan.
Lisa, thank you very much. Chris Paul lighting it up in the third quarter. He's now got 25 points, 9 assists, 5 rebounds, 2 steals, no turnovers, and the Clippers take a 1-point lead to the fourth.
Well, you can understand why this team leads the league in fewest turnovers, because either he handles or Chauncey Billups handles. So it's a major plus.
His ability to create space as Evans gets flattened on a screen. Paul bumping with him, shot clock at 3. Paul trying to shake him.
Whoa. Haslam just swung back and almost caught Evans, okay?
And Wade and Paul getting very physical as well. As Wade drops in the floater, Miami back on top.
Now listen, we've got some guys here now that are banging around. Now this is, hey, we don't want to go down here, meaning Miami.
Yep.
So Reggie Evans is a bull in there. He's knocking people around, and he's doing a great job for his team at the defensive end.
Ron Butler is fouled. There was also a lot of contact after the missed shot between Dwayne Wade and Chris Paul. Paul right up in the chest there, and then Wade with a bump, and Paul might have been.
Well, that had to be something, okay? Yeah. Either that or yell out flop. You know what I mean? One of the two.
Yeah.
But how about Haslam and Reggie Evans? I mean, that looked like a little bit of world wrestling, okay?
Sunday night, ESPN has more NBA action. It's the Spurs hosting the Suns at 9 Eastern. The NBA on ESPN, ESPN3, and also streaming live on WatchESPN.com and the Watch ESPN app. Chris Paul is going to get a breather. It will probably be brief. Billups and Williams in the backcourt for the Clippers.
Now, Caron Butler had 2 points at halftime. No field goals. And you can see right now he has 12 points in this half.
Norris Cole, the rookie, responding to the physical challenge that this game is now presenting. Misses the jumper. Evans with another rebound.
He's doing a great job. He's clearing bodies out whenever he doesn't get the ball, and then he is a bear on the offside rebounding.
They are one of the worst rebounding teams in the NBA, and that's with Reggie Evans on the team. And he's a high-volume rebounder. Big collision, and Cole appears to be shaken up.
Yeah. Now Mo Williams has the area. Cole just crashes in, mainly because he's going high for that ball. That ball was really up there. Watch this pass, how high up it is.
Wow. Did Cole hit the floor hard?
Now, Caron Butler's getting a breather, but he just had, you know, a great quarter.
Cole okay, called for the foul. Clipper ball as Butler sits down. Randy Foye in for Butler. So a three-guard look right now. Foye, Williams, Billups all in the game for the Clippers.
Yeah, I like what Vinny's doing. See, he's keeping Billups out there along with Jordan with this second unit group because he knows Williams and Foye can score the ball.
Williams goes by Wade. Off the rim, the rebound down to Haslam. Bosch with a turnaround.
You love it. See, you love it when teams fast break and they don't post up the guy on the break outside the lane. Post them up in front of the basket on the defensive arc. The defender is always behind you. Bosch is terrific at that.
A very effective 15 points for Bosch. A double-double tonight. The Heat by 1. Billups
Nice.
for Jordan, stripped by Wade.
Great defensive play.
Wade trying to split the defense. Still plenty of time. Paul with the baseline drive. The handoff to Haslam for the layup.
That was a terrific pass. Mainly because the defenders took away the potential layup on Cole, but he made a beautiful bounce pass to the man moving to the rim.
The Heat extend the lead to 3. Williams with a long jumper.
We needed that. Clipper fans needed that. In the first half, the bench people were 2 for 12. I gave them no help.
Miami 8-2 on the season. The Clippers 4-3 as Cole slips. Both teams coming off losses last night. Bosch another 3 attempt. His third tonight. He's made one of them. The Clippers now looking for the lead. Williams looking for the rim. A little bit out of control, and we have a foul going against him.
Yeah, he had a high bounce, and when you have that high bounce, the ball did not get out in front.
Timeout on the floor. A good one here in L.A. The Clippers down 1 to the Heat early in the fourth. The reference to last night is the loss at Golden State. They were up 17 in the third quarter. We're up 13 in the fourth quarter. Let it slip away. Lost in overtime to the Warriors.
Well, he's worried, mainly because he has 13 turnovers already, and we still have 8.5 minutes to go. That's why they're out there at close to 18 a game, and that is something that they must shore up as we go through the season.
Nice move by Cole, and DeAndre Jordan nullified it at the rim, to say the least. His 4th block of the night. Chauncey Billups, open Randy Foye. Got it!
Randy Foye, he can score the ball for you, and that's not something out of the ordinary. He can hit that shot. He attempts 2 a game. He shoots it at 36%.
Cole called for the offensive foul. Number 4 on the rookie.
Now just watch this movement by Jordan as he comes down. See, he'll allow you to shoot the ball. He's up so high in the air, and then he times it perfectly.
Hubie, he blocked it with the left hand, and then he blocked it with the right hand. Cole goes to the bench. Foye in the corner. Chris Paul remains on the bench for the moment for the Clippers.
Yeah, you got plenty of time. Good roll.
Billups through the hands of Evans. Miami ball.
Unfortunately for Billups, that was a great play, but the pass was too hard. Evans has great hands, and the ball just went right by him. But I don't think he was actually looking. I think he thought that Billups was going to shoot that shot.
And Paul has gotten up, and he's getting ready to check in. Well, Williams slips. LeBron off balance, hangs and hits. What a shot. We've had 8 lead changes in the last 5.5 minutes of this game. And away from the ball, Evans called for the offensive foul. He's been battling with LeBron James, and now here comes CP3.
Well, see, when Evans and Haslam were playing one another, all that banging around, you could see a great move by LeBron. when he comes down that left-hand side, if you cut off the lane, he's going to throw that fadeaway off the glass.
So right now, LeBron matched up with Reggie Evans. Shane Battier matched up with Chris Paul as the Clippers come up with a steal. And Williams never saw Wade charging from behind. Wade knocks it out of bounds.
We have a couple of the best steal guys in the league here tonight. LeBron James and Wade on the one side, and then you have Chris Paul leading the league, which he does almost every year in steals. Watch how Wade runs this down. See, he runs it down and he catches Mo Williams looking to the left to see where Battier was stationed.
Blake Griffin remains on the bench for the Clippers. A 1-point lead Miami. Chauncey Billups with a drive blocked by Battier.
That's what Battier does best.
Wade in transition. Will shoot a couple.
Now you go back to the first half. The easy basket scored in the first half. 18 on the break by Miami. In the third quarter, the Clippers come back. Why? They don't give them any fast break baskets. So right now, you can't say we're tired. We can't have tired legs now. 6 minutes and 52 seconds. The transition defense must be there for the Clippers.
Griffin back into the game. A huge first half for Blake Griffin. But did not get nearly as much accomplished in the third quarter. He checks in now for the final 6:52.
Well, anytime that he catches the ball down in the post area, they're running at him, double teaming, forcing the guy to give the basketball up.
Yep.
But he really has not had as many looks.
Took a few long jumpers, too, in the third quarter.
And, you know, he had 3 offensive rebounds that got him second chance shots also in that first quarter.
Dan Shulman, Hubie Brown, Elisa Salters. NBA Wednesday on ESPN. The Miami Heat lead the Los Angeles Clippers by 2 midway through the fourth. Chris Paul has been sensational tonight. Look at this pass.
What a pass. What a pass in traffic. I mean, he was so low, took the double team.
And another block for Jordan. His 5th of the night.
And if you notice, no one is arguing or yelling, you know, goaltending. That was a great block.
The Clippers looking to reclaim the lead. A timeout taken by Vinny Del Negro. And Jordan limping a little bit as he makes his way back.
Just watch this pass now down inside. How's that? Looking around LeBron James to make this pass. And at the other end, what a great block. Timed it perfectly. It never got to the backboard.
Blake Griffin and the Clippers in a whale of a game here against the Miami Heat. We are tied at 78, 6:11 to go in regulation.
We have both teams struggling at the foul line. Right now, Miami, 12 for 20. They've missed 8. And at the other end, the Clippers are 13 for 19. They've missed 6.
Paul with another one. 27 on the night for Paul.
He's 11 for 17 if you are not counting, okay? And he's making it look so easy.
And again, he's had 10 assists, and he has not turned the ball over in this game as LeBron will head to the line for 2.
We're talking about ball control. How well can you dribble? You see the space, the left hand with the push. It's interesting how that was not called, but you're going to do that until they call it on you. An excellent move, because once he gets you rolling that way, the push puts you back another step, and then he comes back with a crossover.
Hubie, LeBron James is now 3 for 8 from the free throw line tonight.
Now, and we told you coming in here, he was shooting 79% and attempting 9.5 a game.
Caron Butler in for Mo Williams.
In a game like this, points are so precious. And the 2 areas that kill you are the foul line and then the fast break game. And we told you in the first half, the Heat had 18. In the second half, they only have 7. And that's the reason the Clippers have taken away those easy fast break baskets. Come on now, you got to have spacing. Great trap.
And a jump ball is the call. I think it's going to be Haslam and Butler.
Yeah, great trap that time. Haslam now has come into this game. 5 straight games, he's averaged 10 rebounds. He has 8 rebounds in this game.
He's 5th in the NBA in rebounding.
Not bad. Yeah. Not bad for a guy who's coming off your bench. And we're so happy to see him back because last year, 69 games were missed with injury. But once he came back, that defense really, improved. And then their rotations improved as they marched through the playoffs to the final.
And he wins the tip. Miami with the ball down 1, 5:20 to go. Wade, in and out.
Now what I like, though, the Clippers, as bad a rebounding team as they are, they're right at the bottom of the league, -6 a game. They are not giving up the second chance points in this quarter.
Haslam battling with Griffin down on the block. Chauncey Billups a little strong on the 3. Rebound down to Miami. Here's Wade.
Look out. Oh.
And a late whistle.
Oh, boy. The only thing I could say in this situation, the referee was out in front. And he had to have a good angle here. Now just keep an eye on this right there. Well, he catches him with his left hand on the knee. Now, is that good enough to put you on the line for 2 in this game with the body contact that we've seen? That's why the fan is upset. All the fans are upset. This is amazing. Come on. That's a 10th foul shot that they have missed. We have 2 of the top teams in the league at 29 foul shot attempts a game. They're right at the top, 1 and 2.
And 1 of 2 for Wade. And we are tied again. Both teams playing in the second night of a back-to-back. Both lost last night. This is the first back-to-back for the Clippers this season. They've played fewer games than any other team in the league right now. Look how far away LeBron is making Butler set.
It's a clear out. Yeah. It's a clear out.
Butler by him, and it's caught by Wade.
How about the rotation? Not only Wade, they had 2 guys there.
Well, Dwayne Wade is making some plays as well tonight. Chalmers swings it.
Whoop.
LeBron has it, 10 to shoot. The drive and the foul.
I liked his decision there. Don't force the jumper. Take it strong to the basket, and then force Jordan to go for the shot block. You're going to see him. They go right over the top. But the big thing is now you got to make the foul shot. Right. And we can talk all about getting to the line, but you got to make them.
4 for 9 tonight. Dwayne Wade playing some hard minutes tonight as he makes his way back down on D. He's got 17. 4 members of the Heat have at least 15 points in this game. And LeBron makes a pair.
Now Chris Paul is going down on the left box. Here he comes up now.
Taking the pass from the guy he describes as his big brother, Chauncey Billups. Off to Griffin, off to Butler for 3.
Yeah, perfect. See, they took the trap at the top, gave the ball knowing the rotation would be there, and that would open up the perimeter jump shot. Excellent play by the coaching staff.
17 for Butler, 15 of them in the second half. Bosch by Griffin. Good D by Jordan.
I know Bosch wanted a foul that time. He thought he should be on the line, but not when the guy has 5 blocks in the game.
Good ball movement again. Billups misses the 3, and LeBron James down with a rebound for Miami. Will Bosch go at the shot blocker? Jordan defending. And a travel.
Now, Jordan played that perfectly. He's 6'11", long arms. He laid off Bosch, allowed him to do all the moves. And then when Bosch likes the reverse and come back, he traveled. Great defensive play by Jordan.
16 turnovers committed by Miami. 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. The Clippers with the ball in a 1-point lead. Paul to Griffin. And he gets back his own rebound. Paul misses from the corner. Here comes LeBron, full head of steam. Haslam follows it up, but we've got a foul on Haslam to turn it back over to the Clippers.
Give the Clippers terrific credit there. Their transition defense was perfect. They cut LeBron off. They did not allow the uncontested layup, and then they catch the band in the back.
Chris Paul has been the man tonight for the Clippers with a game-high 27. Caron Butler huge in the second half. A 1-point lead with 2:44 to go. Great second half in this game. Back and forth they go. Countless lead changes. The Clippers are up by 1. Aerial coverage tonight provided by Goodyear. Everything Goodyear has learned in making tires for game-changing traction inspires what they roll into yours. Goodyear, more driven. We have some extremely driven professional athletes in this game here tonight, led by Chris Paul, who's got a game-high 27. LeBron James with 20 to lead a very balanced Miami attack. You know, theoretically, Hubie, think of the Olympics next year. We could see Chris Paul. Blake Griffin has said he wants to play. Chauncey Billups was on the team last year, couldn't play for personal reasons. You know, LeBron James and Dwayne Wade will be there. Chris Bosh might be there. We've got a handful of potential Olympians in this game.
And the thing that you like about it, a lot of young guys.
Yep. Paul with a floater, missed it. Rebound Wade. James the kick. Chalmers in the corner. Back to LeBron. Offensive foul. Blake Griffin taking the charge.
They're emphasizing that this year. They're not going to allow you to jump into a man.
Right.
All right, that defender is there. Just keep an eye on it right there. The defender's there. He goes right up into it. Offensive foul, no doubt about it.
Fourth foul on LeBron, the 5th turnover he's committed tonight, and back come the Clippers.
Now this is interesting now with Billups up on top.
Butler could not get the bounce. And who's the foul on?
Yeah, loose ball foul in there.
You can tell who it's on from the reaction of Blake Griffin.
Loose ball foul on 32, Blake Griffin.
Fifth foul on Griffin.
Just keep an eye on the left side here, right? Oh, yeah, over the back. No, he might have been late on the call, but it is the right call.
So Bosh to the line for the Heat.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Miami is now 16 for 27, 59% as a team from the line tonight.
Yep.
And we are tied again with 2 minutes to go.
We got to get Griffin involved here, okay? Because right now he's a non-entity. I know he's only 1 for 7. But he's got to be involved. And also this guy with the basketball, you know, he also has to be a major cog here now because he can get his shot.
Griffin the jumper. Wade another rebound.
Good look. Excellent look. And that is a high percentage shot for Blake Griffin.
LeBron the screen for Wade. Now James has it with the Billups on.
Oh, he's going to take him now.
Bowling his way in and forcing Jordan to come over and foul.
Well, as soon as he saw the mismatch there, Chauncey Billups is good a defender as he can't stay with LeBron. He's too big and powerful. Once he takes you into the lane, he's going to shoot up over the top. And you're going to see it. He just takes him right down in here. forces you to come with the double team, he's going to get the foul. Or if he was trapped and you weren't going to let him get to the rim, he would kick it off.
Billups is solid at 6'3", 210, but this guy's 6'8", 250.
And by the way, not bad in quickness,
yes.
but a difficult night tonight. This has been tough. They've allowed the Clippers to stay in the game because they have not been able to take advantage of their foul shooting.
And Chris Paul holding an impromptu team meeting in the lane between free throws there, summoning Griffin and Jordan. "20-second timeout, Clippers. 1-point lead Heat. 1:21 to go in the fourth. Well, there was a lot of excitement heading into this game. The Miami Heat and the LA Clippers, and it has been close and fun and back and forth. And Hubie, so many great stars, and so many of them have put on a big show here tonight.
Well, you were looking for the spectacular. We've seen a lot of that at the offensive end as well as the defensive end. We've seen some great three-point shooting. Unfortunately, both teams have struggled at the foul line, but it's been a great and exciting game for the fan. We've seen excellent defense. We've seen great shot blocking by Jordan. He's erased a lot of points. And then Chris Paul has been spectacular off the dribble. Not only with the 10 assists, and then opening himself up with the 27 points.
There he is, drawing a double team in the corner, getting out of trouble, finding the open man in Butler, and Dwayne Wade fouls him. Not a shooting foul.
And unfortunately for them, they had a foul to give.
So 14 seconds on the shot clock, Clipper ball. The next one puts the Clippers on the line. Paul and Chalmers.
Oh, easy.
Griffin skying for the rebound, but it slipped out of his hands. Bosch is still down, now getting back to his feet for Miami.
That was a great move. Paul had an excellent look at the basket.
Crowd on its feet here at the Staples Center chanting defense.
They wanted that switch right here. Once again, Phillips on rebound.
The jumper and the rebound to Jordan. Timeout, LA. Boy, he drove on him and drew the foul last time. This time, he took the long jumper.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised because there was plenty of time on the clock that time. When you go to the basket, the defense has got to collapse. Something good can usually happen.
Vinny Del Negro diagramming a play for the Clippers, who have the ball. They're down by one, 32.4 seconds to go here at the Staples Center. They have been led by Chris Paul tonight with a game-high 27. Griffin 18, but almost all of that was in the first half. LeBron James and Dwayne Wade have combined for 38 here tonight. Dan Shulman, Hubie Brown, you having fun?
Yeah, I'm having. This has been a lot of fun. But right now, the Clippers only have 1 20-second timeout. So the key is getting the ball in bounds. And then always remember, the most dangerous guy is the guy out of bounds, because a lot of teams will use him either to slice cut or come off and get the ball back and be involved in a clear-up. So you never know what teams are going to use at this time of the season.
Chris Paul is going to inbound it. He and Chauncey Billups have both done a ton of the ball handling here in the second half, almost sharing the job equally.
Now, no matter what happens here at the offensive end, the Heat, they have 1 full timeout and 2 20s.
Inbounded to Griffin. Driving on Haslam. The kick to Billups for 3. And a foul called on LeBron James. His 5th foul and 3 shots coming for one of the best free throw shooters in the NBA.
Yeah, well, you could see right there, that was a set play. They drove it down, and they allowed Griffith to go, and then kicked the ball out to Chauncey Billups, who rotated up. Now, he gets fouled by LeBron. There's no doubt about the foul. Because he catches him with the body. There's no doubt about that. So what they did was they had Chris Paul involved, then they had Griffin involved. Once he couldn't get it, they kicked it out to Billups going to the top of the circle, which is his favorite area.
And there's nobody that Vinny Del Negro would rather have at the line than Chauncey Billups. He has missed one free throw tonight. He's missed 2 so far this season.
I just like the fact that throughout his entire career, he's just been such a pressure player. Big thing now, remember, the Heat have 1 full and 2 20s, so they have plenty of timeouts here.
And he made all 3.
So the pressure's on now. The pressure's on the Clippers to play excellent defense and realize that the game is not over. No matter what happens here, if Miami scores a 2, you have to understand that you're going to have time left on the shot clock. You still have that 20-second timeout left. So no matter what Miami will do, you can still use the timeout and move the ball. Now this is just...
LeBron James has 5 fouls in this game as we give you a look at them. That one came on offense, trying to establish position against Caron Butler, and 2 of them have come contesting three-point shots.
Absolutely. And this one right there, no doubt about it. Billups, that was smart. He took the foul. All right, unfortunately, he missed the shot, but he goes to the line and makes 3 foul shots.
Now, if you're Miami and you're getting ready to take possession, twice recently we've seen a pick and roll with Wade and LeBron to get the switch, to get Billups on LeBron. You looking for that again?
Yeah, well, they've gotten it every time. And then Billups is on LeBron. Now it comes down to, are you going to drive hard to the basket and get down into the lane and then force a rotation? Now, whoever's man, if that should happen, off the dribble, into the paint, if a man leaves you below the foul line and goes on a double team, you must rotate to the front of the basket. It's your job to create the passing lane so I can find you.
More often than not, Dwayne Wade has been the closer, if you will, for the Miami Heat. Eric Spoelstra has made 1 substitution. He's taken Haslam out of the game and brought Shane Battier in, a very good three-point shooter.
Well, yeah, they have Chalmers in the one corner. You'll have Battier in the other corner. So basically you're playing with 3 guys here. You're playing out on top with Bosh, James, Wade.
And Battier is really playing the 4 right now. So Blake Griffin is going to be chasing Battier around on the perimeter. And Griffin's got 5 fouls.
Well, they have the opportunity to do that. Battier's an excellent three-point shooter. Oh, my.
Whose ball?
It's off the foot. Now, that was great. Now they're going to go and challenge, right?
The initial call has been made that it's Clipper ball, but they are going to review.
Now they did all of that motion to get the ball to Wade so that isolate him and give him a one-on-one.
But in the last 2 minutes of regulation or at any point in overtime, they can go to the monitor
Absolutely,
to see
and it's great.
who it went out of bounds off of. And obviously, this is a pivotal call right now. Caron Butler just coming over, looking at you and saying, who did it go off of? And trying to see if you had seen a replay yet. Whose ball is it going to be?
Well, it was so close to the baseline, to the sideline, that we're blocked out with a camera guy right here. So you could not see which foot that it got. Now just keep an eye on it right here. There's the crossover. Now, it's definitely off of Billups out of bounds.
Yeah.
It's Miami's ball.
Yeah. Unless it came back and hit Wade.
But how about
after.
Billups? Billups is trying to con the referee. Look at that. It's right off of Billups' foot.
No, should be Miami ball.
Right.
Well, I tell you, the Clippers were selling hard as soon as that ball went out of bounds, but this should be awarded to the Heat.
Now, if they give the ball to Miami, which they should, okay, the ball went off of Billups' foot. There's 19 seconds still left on the shot clock. So no matter what, when that shot goes up, all 5 white shirts have got to rebound the ball. Because once they rebound the ball, they're going to have time here to call a timeout.
The ball is awarded to the Heat. That was the reaction you heard from the crowd.
If the ball goes through the basket, realize that you have a 20-second timeout and you can just call timeout and set up your play.
Battier to inbound it again. 19 on the shot clock. 22.3 on the game clock.
One-on-one high.
LeBron
off the screen.
It rolls off the rim, and LeBron James, who has been struggling at the free throw line all night long, will get a chance to tie it.
Now that was a beautiful screen. LeBron James was on the left-hand side of the floor, and they ran a screen for him, and he just screened right down. He came right down and sliced in. Good foul. All right, that was a good foul. LeBron, you got him to miss the basket, put the pressure on him to make the foul shots. Tonight, as you can see, 7 for 13. Big thing here right now is if he shoots and misses, the Clippers have got to rebound this ball. Smart move. Big, bringing Reggie Evans in. Okay, for Butler, because now you have your 3 best rebounders right there. And you still have 1 timeout left, 1:20 seconds.
Missed the second. Miami ball.
Amazing. Absolutely.
And now the Clippers are protesting again. And are they going to look at it again? Well, there has been some craziness in this game.
Oh, there really has. Yeah. I mean, that's a difficult call because there's so many bodies involved. You just keep an eye on it. Now you can say, oh, well, now it's now what they're going to do now is they're going to say whether or not the Miami player stepped on the line or out of bounds when he went to get that ball.
Boy, Battier just grabbed Griffin's jersey.
Now keep an eye right here. Here's going to be the key play.
Yep.
Now.
Wade made a great play.
Now, come on now. The black shirt took off before he stepped out of bounds.
Right.
All right, and then while he's in the air, keep an eye. Now it depends upon whether that baseline ref is going to say that the ball hit the line.
Before Wade got to it.
That's correct. Now you can
but
see
even
Battier,
if it did, it's off Griffin's hand.
Now this is
went off Griffin
right
down
here.
to the
now
floor.
watch what happens here. See, that's a great play by Miami.
Yeah.
Okay, the key comes down to now: are you going to say that the ball bounced on the line?
So another review.
I tell you, this is a tough call because there's 2 places here: the bounce of the ball, as well as the attempt to save the ball.
But even on the bounce, it looked to me like Blake Griffin was the last player to touch it before the bounce. So one way or the other, it looks like the Heat are going to be getting this ball. And those 3 guys are going to be even less popular than they were a couple of minutes ago when they gave the Heat the ball last time. And it is Miami ball. Thanks to a great play by Dwayne Wade.
Oh, that was sensational. To have presence of mind to when you take off, to stay inbound, and then in the air to get the ball and throw it off a defender who's out of bounds. That was beautiful.
So Miami down 1 with the ball. Shot clock turned off.
Everybody's got to be up. If you're a Clipper, every guy's got to be up on the glass if that shot goes up and is missed.
Ron Butler back in for Reggie Evans.
Same play. This time he didn't slice.
He's driving. And a foul.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a great block by Jordan. All right, but there was body contact. And that time when LeBron went down in there, he stopped and gave you the fake move to draw the foul. Watch it right here. He gives them the fake, and he takes it, and there's the block right there.
So LeBron James draws another foul. Went 1 for 2 moments ago, is 8 for 15 in the game. shooting 79% on the season coming in, 8 for 16 tonight. And Miami as a team, Hubie, is 19 of 33.
Right, amazing. Right now, the Clippers have got to rebound this ball if he misses. Okay. You have plenty of time.
He'll use his last timeout. Vinny Del Negro. Wow.
They're in good shape. He's using a 20-second right now. You have 5 seconds. You should be able to inbound. They had excellent movement in their last possession. All right, but it's going to have to be shorter. You're not going to be able to get 3 looks here on your continuity. So it'll be nice to see what Vinny draws up here right now.
You think Chris Paul is going to try to take it right to the rim, draw a foul? You know he's going to be orchestrating this.
Well, the big thing for the defense now, I know some people play off of the passer. I don't believe in that because now you're allowed with 5 seconds, you're giving a guy the passing lane. Get up and overplay the guy. Try to take away 2 areas of the floor. And then everyone else has got to understand you got to switch on the down screens and you've got to stay between you and your man here.
No timeouts remaining for the Clippers. Butler, Paul, Griffin, Jordan, Billups.
Yeah, they're putting Battier on the ball. Now remember what we always say, most dangerous guy is the guy out of bounds. Now they just changed. James came over and said, I'm taking Chris Paul. And Battier moved up on the other side of the floor. Remember now, no timeouts remaining for the Clippers.
5 seconds to go. Paul to inbound it. Here we go. Into Griffin. Wants to give it back to Paul, and he does. 2 seconds.
Oh, great fake. How about that for a move? Give LeBron a ton of credit. He went over and took the challenge, and then he got up in the air, and it forced the extra move. Now he gets the shot off, no doubt about it. And just keep an eye on this now. Now as he comes in this area, now watch this next move. Beautiful, great hesitation move. Got the shot that he wanted.
48 minutes, not enough to settle this one. And we are going to overtime here at the Staples Center. The Heat and the Clippers are tied at 86. More action to come. Back at the Staples Center, we are going to overtime. The Heat, who lost in overtime last night up at Golden State. The Clippers lost in Portland last night. We are tied at 86, both teams with chances. Miami missing free throws, a couple of reviews that went the Heat's way. They got possession late, and LeBron James right in the middle of the action down the stretch.
Well, he's going down, and he's going strong to the basket. That time on the right side. And this one, he's going down on the left side. He takes the contact again by Jordan, not the shot block. Now watch this move. He gets them up in the air. Now he gets the block, but Jordan catches him with the body. Now, unfortunately for LeBron, he's 9 for 17 from the foul line. He's missed 8. But he's got 23 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists in this game.
Clipper ball.
Now, Blake Griffin has 1 field goal in the entire second half.
Yep. And he's got 5 fouls. LeBron James has 5 fouls.
Well, you got a fight going on right there with Haslem.
An open Caron Butler.
Caron Butler, what a great game. Remember, 2 points at halftime, 15 in the second half.
This is the only time in the regular season these two teams will meet. The Clippers will not be in Miami this year. Fewer games, the condensed schedule. You don't go to every building. This is it in the regular season for these two teams.
Well, I think they'll give Wade that long jump shot every single time, as long as Wade stays out of the lane.
Billups sizing up Wade. Crossing over behind the back. And an offensive foul is called as Haslem slid over and took the charge.
Well, come on. Now, we said that they came in taking 22 charges. Now, just look right there. They give it to Haslem right there. That is his 7th of the season. And the opposition only have 11 charges against them. They drill on that stuff. Battier and Haslem are the 2 guys who take most charges.
On a switch, now Butler gets back and finds LeBron.
Clear out.
Spins to the baseline, fades away, left it short.
Good defense that time. Anytime that you can force him to a bad ankle so that he cannot bank the shot.
I'll tell you, Caron Butler's played 38, 39 minutes, tough at both ends of the court tonight.
Well, that's been a real battle here.
A turnover by Paul.
Haslam, great play.
James ahead to Chalmers, and Chris Paul comes back and steals it.
First of all, great double team on Paul. Haslam stole that ball. But remember, we told you, Chris Paul leads the league in steals.
That was Paul's first turnover of the game in 41 minutes of action. Deep position for Jordan.
Oh, yes. Nice pass. Great pass from Butler. They took the trap, and then once again, Jordan just moves right to the front of the rim. That's all he has to do the rest of the season. They'll find him.
Again, Billups on James after the switch. LeBron gets it off, misses the shot. Miami has gone 10 minutes since making a field goal.
Good call. I like what Billups said there. You know, just clear out.
Griffin slips the screen. Billups gets it in the corner. And Wade skies for another rebound. Ahead to LeBron. Chalmers. Rebound James. And he missed again. Ooh.
He got hit. Griffin got hit, no doubt about it. Got hit right in the face.
And Griffin and Wade both helped back to their feet. They are getting after it.
Well, when this shot goes up, you're going to see Griffin right here. Now watch what happens. There it is right there, the left hand. The left hand catches him right in the face. I tell you got to want to make a drive here tonight, because in the fourth quarter and overtime, there's at least two bodies, sometimes three, discourage you from getting to the rim.
Into the final 2 minutes of overtime. The Clippers by 4.
They're going to trap Paul. Great move.
Rebound LeBron. Miami has yet to score a point here in overtime. James with a little stop and go draws the foul on Caron Butler. Fourth on Butler. First in overtime on the Clippers. Not a shooting foul.
The Miami team has got to stop allowing the defensive guys who are playing on switches in mismatches. They're allowing the Clippers to run, you know, really major seconds off the shot clock.
22nd timeout taken by Eric Spoelstra. Miami hoping to avoid an overtime loss for the second night in a row. Back at the Staples Center with Hubie Brown and Lisa Salters. I'm Dan Shulman. NBA Wednesday on ESPN has gone overtime. The Clippers have a 4-point lead. Miami's got the ball right now with 1:40 left to go in overtime.
Now you can see that both teams do not have a foul to give here. Right? And both teams have plenty of timeouts as we go down in the last minute and 40 seconds.
Chris Paul has been dominant at times tonight. On the night, he's got 27 points and 10 assists. Blake Griffin had a huge first half, a much quieter second half. And for Miami, one of the biggest problems they've had, they just can't make their free throws. They're 20 out of 34 in this game.
Well, they're getting what they want. Yep. They're getting the switches, and they're getting the position of the floor that they want.
Wade, just the second three he's attempted this year. Long rebound to the Heat. James finds Chalmers, and he'll make a three from the corner.
Now remember, this guy has had some game here, you know, from that three-point line. He's 4 for 8 in threes in this game. I mean, and he wants the ball with the clock down when he's in the corner.
And he draws the Heat within 1. 10 on the shot clock. Griffin puts his head down, pulls his way in, and gets the roll.
We haven't seen that since the first quarter. That's the first time that he's gone down in there on that left side and gone up strong.
Less than a minute to go. Nice look inside for Bosch. Jordan got another one. The Miami players screaming for a goaltending call. 6 blocks for DeAndre Jordan.
I give him a lot of credit tonight because he has left his man and has cut away sure open shots by Miami. Done a terrific job here.
Paul behind the back to Griffin. He'll take it. And the rebound to LeBron. Shot clock turned off. Miami down by 3. Timeout, Heat. And Bosch and James going over to the official, Derek Richardson, and again saying that ball was on the way down, pleading for a goaltending call. Boy, there have been a lot of tough calls, reviews, goaltending, a lot of tough calls for the officials here tonight. What do you think?
I'll tell you, to me, I like from that angle, I would say that the ball was still going to go for a bank. Or if you're saying he's swishing, he got it.
And back here in Los Angeles, the Clippers up by 3 on Miami. Another tough call for the officials. Bosch puts it up. Was the ball on its way down when DeAndre Jordan blocked it?
In my opinion, I don't know. We've shown a couple angles here right now. I honestly think that he got another shot block. This is just watch right here. See, to me, he gets that. No chances as it going to go off the board. No chances it's going to be a switch. If I'm Miami right now, LeBron James is 1 for 6 in the fourth quarter in overtime. Bosch is 1 for 4. Wade is 1 for 4. The big 3 are 3 for 14 in the fourth quarter and overtime.
Is Chalmers the most dangerous guy in the court right now for Miami?
You got to watch, yeah. You can't let him be in the corner.
Here he is. And the rebound down to the Clippers, and now Miami has to foul.
That's right.
Chalmers got a pretty good look. Words being exchanged now between Griffin and Battier.
When you're in a game like that and you have that amount of seconds to go, some coaching staffs would go for the quick 2. Try to score within 2 to 3 seconds. Then force Miami, then force the other team, okay? If they inbound the ball, go for the steal or foul. It comes down to what your basic philosophy is. Because if you take a 3 and miss, you are going to foul.
No free throws. That was the foul to give. So now they're going to inbound it again. They want to get it to Billups, obviously, a great free throw shooter. Still no foul. Jordan the slam.
That's what you do. You never allow the defensive player to get close to you. Eric Spoelstra is upset over there. Wade is upset. They probably wanted a foul call in a situation. The big thing is that you are on offense, pass the ball like the Clippers just did. Keep passing the ball up the floor, and eventually it's amazing how you end up with an easy shot.
We told you as Eric Spoelstra has been ejected from the game, evidently charged with 2 technicals.
Let's say they're going to say right now that they fouled. Battier definitely fouls Griffin, okay?
But that was a non-shooting foul. This is when...
Say they wanted a foul, they wanted another foul there. But give the Clippers a lot of credit. Young players, when they play at the high school and college, they hold the ball. Now what happens, you get fouled, and it forces you to go to the foul line and make the foul shot. Take the pressure off, pass the basketball, and let the clock run.
We said at the beginning of the night it had a playoff feel to it. That was pregame. I think it has certainly lived up to that in terms of the intensity. It hasn't always been a masterpiece here tonight, but in terms of the intensity that we have seen from these two teams, it has been something else.
Well, I honestly believe that a lot of credit in this game has got to go to Jordan. with the shot blocking, he erased so many potential layups, hard drives to the basket with incredible shot blocking ability.
The NBA's leading shot blocker has 6 of them here tonight. None bigger than the one on Chris Bosh here in overtime. Let's take a look at what's gone on here in overtime. They were tied at 86. Caron Butler, a huge second half in overtime, knocking down a shot, then a great find inside. Jordan converts. And on the offensive rebound, good ball movement. Chalmers hit a 3 to bring the Heat back within 1. And then had this shot to tie it moments ago.
Now this is just good basketball. And they're going to come to you, pass the ball, get the ball up the floor.
LeBron for 3. And that'll be all. The Los Angeles Clippers have defeated the Miami Heat 95-89. The Heat suffering an overtime loss for the second night in a row.
Miami, 1 field goal in the last 12 and a half minutes. And that was Chalmers' 3 as that shot clock was going down.
And even with all that, they could have won the game had they just made their free throws.
Absolutely.
They were at the line constantly, but Miami missed 14 free throws tonight. They went 20 out of 34. And they suffer an overtime loss for the second night in a row, losing to Golden State last night. The Clippers, who lost up in Portland last night, win it in overtime to up their record to 5-3. Lisa Salters is with Chris Paul.
Thank you, Dan. Chris, I saw you telling the crowd to get up off their feet, saying, heck yeah, heck yeah. What were you trying to say to this crowd?
Look, it's a good team we just beat. You know, without this crowd's energy, we might not have pulled through in overtime, but this is a really good win for our team.
You told me before the game that you really can get your shot at any time, and you seemed to go into that mode in the third quarter. What was going through your mind in that third quarter that made you so aggressive?
Just trying to be aggressive. You know, my teammates going to follow me not only on the offensive end, but on the defensive end, and last night I didn't feel like I did that in Portland.
For a team that's learning how to win, learning how to trust each other, building, growing, like you said, what does a win like this against that team mean?
Hopefully it gives us a little momentum. We got a tough stretch coming up. We got our back-to-back next week, so hopefully it just gives us a little momentum.
All right, thank you very much.
I want to give a shout-out to our trainer, JP, whose wife went into labor before our game. He missed our game tonight. JP, this was for you, baby. Love you. I don't know. I'm about to go find out.
All right, Lisa, thank you very much. Well, what an ending to the night here with Chris Paul. Giving a shout-out to the trainer whose wife just went into labor. The Clippers beat Miami 95-89 here at the Staples Center tonight, with Chris Paul leading the way with 27 points and 11 assists. SportsCenter is coming up next here on ESPN. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For Hubie Brown, Lisa Salters, and our entire NBA crew, I'm Dan Shulman saying so long from Los Angeles, and thanks for watching.